Hey, it's been a second. Realistically, it's only been about 3 months since Subaru vs. Kazuma has released, and we've been working hard on Zim Crypto, but it's kind of been gone for a little bit, and I've been kind of quiet on the YouTube end, so I kind of wanted to just make a video explaining what's going on and where we are in production. You may have noticed I wasn't really around much this past month because I've been so busy working my IRL job, just because I got hit with a bunch of personal bills and trying to juggle that and pay for Nebula stuff. It's very difficult. Memberships do help, and they are a majority of what I make in terms of just what I make on YouTube. But a majority of it is out of pocket, so when I have personal finances, I have to focus on working to make sure I can keep Nebula moving and my own life stable. So that's why I haven't been on live streams or done a lot of the extra stuff that I usually do, like the membership, gaming streams and stuff like that. But I'm back now, and with a passion. The raw animation is finished, and right now we are working on implementing some new things for this episode that we didn't in the first two. If you look over here, here's a list of names of people who are finished, and then following it, here's a list of names of people who still have work to do. We are nearly done. It is most likely going to release around the end of September to midway through October. We all on the team wanted it to release sooner, and we all worked really hard to try to make it that way. But unfortunately, we just had a lot of setbacks. A lot of people who work on this also work on another internet show you may know. So things got into a little bit of a slow cycle, but are picking back up now while we're at the finishing touches of this whole project. I kind of neglect YouTube a little bit and show things on Discord a lot of the time, so I want to show off some of the stuff we have for the episode, like the voice actors. We have the beautiful Vikram voicing Zim, and Pox, because obviously they share a same voice actor in both of their actual series. But here's what that sounds like, and I'll add a few more other clips that the Discord didn't get to see, just to spice it up a bit. So here's him.
It seems the behind that has been caught is yours by Zim! Oh well, let's continue our mission to destroy all Earth creatures!
This shouldn't be taking you this long to kill a single Urkin crypto! Just destroy him already!
You know, your voice is almost as annoying as his.
This is Furon territory, so this one must be rebelling. Kill him swiftly, Crypto.
You heard the man.
Our very own Zoro came in and voiced Gur for this episode. He did an amazing job and hit some notes that I didn't think he would be able to. I didn't think we'd get a Gur voice this close. But here's some clips of him as Gur.
So, do you like tacos?
Not necessarily.
Aw, that's sad.
And lastly, Tyler Foltz is our Crypto, and I can't tell you how amazing it was to hear his take on this voice, because it's so close. Everyone did an amazing job on this project, and I think even the characters like Zim, who have very specific voices to like try to mimic, everyone did a great job, and I think everyone will be proud of the final product we give you. So here's some of Tyler's voice. He sounds so good.
Cut your ass. Give me a break, you motherfucker!
With that, we then come to this amazing, one of my favorite Versus songs ever made, not even just for Nebula, but one of my favorite Versus songs ever made for any show. Destructive Invaders. The album art was made by our very own Sonics. It looks so good. The song is so good. You may notice that Korshpa is credited first in this song. You might know him as the one that made the Game Over remix that's in the NES and Genesis style that everyone apparently really liked. Him and Josh collaborated here, with Korshpa writing the main song and then Josh coming in and fully making it amazing. So here's a little preview, and I'll play a little bit more than we showed on Discord just so people get a better feel of it. It's coming together so well. I can't wait for everyone to hear the final thing. It's so good. We wanted to focus on less making it sound like a rock track, like kind of our first two songs. Kara X was the basis was black metal, and for Tsubakazu it was kind of like the General Versus style rock track that incorporates elements of both series. For this one, we're talking about a game that has a lot of sound cues in a more atmospheric environmental soundtrack and a cartoon that has a completely different feel than any other series we've covered thus far. So we wanted to incorporate both of those styles, and we made something that's more akin to something you would see in a cartoon rather than a versus track, and I think it came out amazing. I've listened to it so many times. The editing has also started, and our very own Trapataku is handling pretty much all of the editing except for the Next Time trailer. He's been very passionate about this episode, asking a lot of very important questions, really wanting to get to the meat of what makes it amazing and show off what makes it amazing. Just looking at these edits right here of Crypto's analysis, he took this 100% and wants to make this like a magnum opus. He also helped a lot in other ways. I'll take the fall and say that my research notes are a little bit messy, or certain things were non-existent because we didn't have notes back when I did this. I did the research for this before I even did Tsubakazu, and now we are so much better placed in terms of having structure. But Trapataku came in and helped with a lot, and I mean a lot, asking questions, finding quotes, finding clips, bringing up arguments that maybe we might not have heard of, and even coming in and helping finish up the storyboards, making the animatic. Yeah, that's right. Over here. Here are some of the storyboards that we had made for the episode. He came in, he adjusted it to make them more accurate. He's overall one of the most important people on this production, in my opinion. He's done a lot of work, and I'm very grateful. Sometimes I may get annoyed with persistent questions, but I'm very grateful that he came in and stepped up and did a lot. Zim Crypto's in a really good place, and I think I'm very confident in getting it out by the end of October. I'm not going to sacrifice quality if we're a little late on that, but I'm very confident in thinking we can get it out by the end of October. But what some people may not know is that we actually have other confirmed episodes. If you're on the Discord, you can see this easily, but for anyone who's just YouTube only, you might just be sitting on the seat of your pants like, oh, what's the next one? But we do have some confirmed ones. Episodes like Doom vs. Vecna, Devilman vs. Scotsman, Pit vs. Zagreus, Shinra Kusakabe vs. Kamen Rider Cross Z, Narrator vs. Game, and our Halloween poll winner, Luna vs. Darkrai. Research has started on pretty much every single one of these episodes at this point, and we've made quite a bit of progress. That's not to say we don't have any surprises laying in store for you that isn't confirmed. Obviously, some of these episodes are going to take a long time to research because we do everything from the ground up here. We don't use blogs or anyone else's research. We do everything by our own hands. And I'm very proud of that fact. But that also means that we're going to have some surprises that maybe have less research to them than others. And when we get to those surprises, I hope you all enjoy them. But just know that if we've announced an episode, it's going to happen, even if it might take a second. Even if other episodes show up in the middle of it, just know there are plans and we are working towards making them episodes. And we wouldn't change anything if we didn't announce it to you guys first. Moving on to something a little bit different though. I get reached out to a lot by different types of people for how they can help out with the show. And typically I don't look for help like that, right? But I do have some things that are opening up that I want to start working towards. The first role I'm looking to fulfill right now is having an Unreal specialist. I originally had two, Project Alpha being one of them, and I had another person that filled the second role, but unfortunately they had to go away. So now I really need someone to fill in for that team. So here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a set designer in Unreal Engine that has familiarity with the sequencer and is knowledgeable in integration with Blender animation and cinematography. The specialist should be capable of creating proxy environments for usage for animators in Blender from the Unreal Engine set, and then be able to work with the animation created inside of that proxy and transfer it back to the main program for rendering. This is a job that is very hard to fill, so I'm going to put it out here now. This is something very important that I'm going to need sooner than later. Fortunately for episode 4, we do have someone filling in for the position, but it is not permanent and we will need to replace it immediately after that. And it will help us get episodes out faster, of course. So if anyone knows anyone or anyone is capable of doing this job, please let me know. Reach out to my email. You can find it right in the YouTube description of my channel. I'm also looking for 2 people to help handle the post visuals. Someone who is able to use the animation files to create effects, to help make lighting, and generally just make the fight look look better. We do have people who help with this already, but I'm looking for 2 more people to fill the roles for 1 more team. Next, eventually I will be creating a 3D team. I plan to have this team created at the beginning of next year, and I want to start planning things out with people. So again, if you know any 3D animators that specialize specifically in Blender, if you know any 3D animators, or you are a 3D animator looking for work, please message me, we can talk. Or email me. And lastly, this is what I get asked the most. Voice actors. I am creating my very own Nebula Theatre voice acting server on Discord. I have been trying to figure out how I want to handle this, whether I want to hire a company to do it, use something called Casting Call Club to do it, or whatever means I can, essentially. But I figure it's best for me to make our own proprietary way to do things. That way nobody feels left out if they don't want to join a certain program, and have it be ease of access so anyone could know what roles we're looking for. So the way this will work is that I will have people reach out to me via email, Discord, whatever, shoot me a message essentially saying, hey, I'm interested in being a voice actor. I'm gonna need a demo reel for what you've done before. I'm gonna need to make sure you have good mic quality, and I'm gonna have you guys sign an NDA to make sure you don't spoil anything or leak anything early or anything like that, just for ease of access. We're gonna have it planned episodes in advance, and anytime a new role comes up, I'm going to update the Discord. That way I can get auditions essentially from anyone for any role, just if you want to throw your hat in there. It's very hard to get a voice acting gig, and I understand that. So I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for people to find me, figure out what I need, and then give me their best audition possible. And maybe we can get some people you may never have heard of. I don't know. I just really want everyone to be able to shoot their shot where they can, within our own rules, guidelines, and limits, of course. So yeah, that's everything I want to talk about. I'm very excited for the future of Nebula Theatre. We've already started production on episode 4, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I just generally hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you like what you see and they're just excited. I don't know. I'm bad at update videos. I'm sorry. Peace out.